there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your July 2024 love reading. It's Rena here. I mean, I'm acting like I do love readings every month, which I don't, but I had this idea to do one last week, and I kind of, as I usually do, I just do them as I feel that I have the opportunity to. So here it goes. And this is not the camera or the phone that I use to record a lot, so it's not ideal, but it'll get the job done, I'm sure. Oh, and I should say, I said love reading. This is like a relationship reading. This is for people who are currently in a relationship, and maybe there's some area of struggle in that relationship. It doesn't mean that it is so serious that you might break up with that person, although in some cases it could be, but it simply can be something that the two of you are not on the same page about, and you're looking for maybe some message that gives you an idea of whether you're on the right track or not. Whatever. I mean, these readings are general readings, but it's pretty cool when it goes along with some of the things that are happening for you. So it's interesting that I got the Devil card and the King of Pentacles. The reason that it's interesting is because Pentacles as a suit relates to the earth element, and so the king, think of king as the master of whatever it is that's going on here. So with the pentacles, we're talking about master of the material energy, and this is front and center for this reading. So when I look at the past position here, or the thing that could be creating this dilemma, we have the Two of Wands, which can indicate a choice. Now, Wands is fire energy. By the way, I'm a Sag sun sign, so it's our element of fire. What is fire? Fire is independent, passionate, creative. And if you have met somebody who is like that, and when I say met, I don't mean like this reading is for people who are coupled, so it's not like I'm not saying that you are cheating on your current partner. Maybe you just have a new coworker who you've been talking to, and you realize you have so much in common. It could be just anyone that you met along the way, for in any place that you were at, and that person has made you see that there's so much more in life than what you might have thought. Because with the King of Pentacles, it could be very financially solid, lucrative, affluent, and the thing is, the pentacles, maybe this is even your current partner. Maybe they're an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, the adjacent sign to you, or Virgo, the sign that squares you off. And yes, Sagittarius do sometimes find themselves with one of those signs. I actually knew someone, I didn't know both people in that couple, but I knew somebody who was a Taurus who was married to a Sagittarius, and they had children, and I always thought, oh my God, oof, that is so different. But maybe that Sag has a lot of inner planets in Capricorn. Maybe they got a lot of earth to kind of have that in common with that Taurus person. So we can't always assume that somebody who's an earth sign. If we're fire and we're with somebody who's earth, that is just completely not going to work. It might under certain circumstances, but in general, this might be something where you got with somebody and it was mainly like a security thing. It made you feel safe. It made you feel like financially you had more. Sages are so into freedom. Well, financial freedom, if someone has to like work a job that they hate because there's nobody else to pay their bills, then it's a lot better to be with someone who makes enough money where you have the ability to have your own business and that business not have to be, outperforming itself month after month, where it can ebb and flow, and you get to be autonomous because that's something that you like. And that earth sign might be happy with a scheduled life, and you like that kind of open-ended quality. So it's not to say that there wouldn't be something in it for you besides just financial security. You might feel more free, but then you may have realized recently what you've been missing. If this is something within yourself, the Two of Wands can be like a change of careers, or maybe you get a job offer, but it would require you to relocate somewhere perhaps far away. And the King of Pentacles, you're becoming this mogul, and that could impact your relationship. Maybe your significant other doesn't want you to go, or they don't want to be uprooted. The higher message is the Devil card. This deck, which is I think it's called Witch's Tarot or something like that, is very faithful to Rider-Waite. It does have more diverse images, and these two people are both females. I think a lot of the cards, when I was reading the description of the deck on Amazon, it was saying like all of the people in the pictures are women. And I didn't like that because I don't want to erase men. I mean, my gosh. But I have looked at the cards and some of them are not men. Are not women, or at least they don't appear that way to me. So maybe that was overstated by whoever wrote that. But I really like the fact that it is faithful to Rider-Waite, because it makes it easier to talk about what the card means to a person who might not be too familiar with the definitions of each card. So the Devil card can be about lust, anything that the chains that bind you, which are illustrated in this picture, whatever keeps you trapped in some kind of slavery that you feel like you can't break out from. That is what the Devil card represents. And one of the big ones for the Devil card is greed, or over materialism. The Devil card is connected to Capricorn, one of the earth signs. King of Pentacles could be somebody who is a Capricorn, but it could certainly be you if you're really hooked into making a lot of money, and that is affecting your primary relationship. But the Devil card could indicate that it's hard to break away from that. I've heard some people talk about whatever it is that they're doing, whether it's prostitution or I was going to say prostitution, or working being a stockbroker. I was going to say, is that, isn't that the same thing? No, I'm just joking. But that kind of thing they may have qualms about what it is that they're doing, but they can't break away from it. And I'm not talking about all, I'm not saying that it's always going to be something that is immoral, but something that you feel uncomfortable about. Maybe you're going in a different direction. Sagittarius is associated with morals, ethics, and um, and yet, Sag is ruled by Jupiter, so there's always that lure of more, and that can make a Sagittarian very tempted to just keep expanding their bank account, for instance. Even if they're unhappy, they might just be like, wow, look at how much money I have, and then it becomes hard to let that go. So that can affect relationships. A lot of times other people have different ideas, your ideas clashing with someone, and if you don't have that kind of common ground, it can make it very difficult. But it doesn't mean that it's necessarily impossible in all cases. What crosses you is the Seven of Wands, which can be not having like your defenses up, or feeling, I would say too, feeling like you can't fight back for some reason. So I'm trying to look at these cards and saying, what would you need to fight back on? And if there's some kind of a three-party situation, because with the Devil card being about lust, and maybe Two of Wands can be perhaps you're the one who is, I was going to say cucked out, but I don't know if women, most of the people watching this are going to be women. I don't know if women can be cucks, but that idea of being the one that's being cheated on. And, not to be disrespectful to somebody like that. I'm just trying to find the proper word. But, but cucks ain't it. I know that. The bottom line is that sometimes people stay in relationships for reasons other than love and other than feeling safe or at peace. And that's what I think the Devil card is ultimately about. We talk about selling your soul to the devil. It's this idea that other things are more important than peace of mind, than of dignity, than of safety. And I'm not just talking about physical safety, but emotional safety. And when people downgrade their own worth because they like a certain lifestyle, or they don't, maybe in some cases with the Devil card, you have a physical attachment to someone, you're in lust with them. Could be one of those situations. But if there's any kind of a three-party situation where you're the one who is being cheated on, the Seven of Wands can be that you're not standing your ground, meaning that you're not defending your autonomy. Well, it wouldn't be autonomy. You wouldn't be defending, or it could be like you're not even willing to make a stake in your own autonomy. You're kind of going along with the program, in other words, and that isn't what relationships are supposed to be about. But unfortunately, in some cases, they are. What's coming in is the Empress card. This is a card that you can see the symbol for Venus in the heart. It's connected with the two signs that Venus rules, which are Taurus and Libra. So we could look at timing of when things start to turn around, or when you see more movement in some cases. This might be, if this is a facet of you, that you are choosing love And if you're involved in a relationship that is not love, then you will probably turn your back on it. If you have met someone, and that Two of Wands is above the Empress, you may choose that individual because if you feel like that is a love situation. But the point is that some relationships last a season. They don't necessarily last a lifetime. I know some people have, if someone's legally married, they might be like, no, I'm in for life. Well, that kind of sounds like a career criminal, but I'm but no, but I'm someone as a Sag myself. I always was leery of marriage, and I'm with a Sag, a guy who's a Sag, and we've been together many years and not married, but we don't have children either. So I think sometimes there's a reason why you do make it more rock solid legally. I don't think all situations are the same. But, and that's what the Empress is too. It can be about children, being a mother. Or if you're a man, you know, getting the opportunity or wanting the opportunity to nurture a child, watch a child grow, take care of them. So these kinds of things are not necessarily connected to a legal marriage, but sometimes they are. And the Empress, if it is about someone who wants to start a family, then you may be like, well, I think I can have a better shot at that with this person versus that person. The outcome is the Seven of Pentacles. You can see the woman who's watering her plants. This is a card of monitoring growth. You've put in the energy, which Pentacles represent, and now you're seeing if it's going to work. Or if it's going to, give you that growth that you're looking for. So it doesn't have to be with a third party. It could be that if you decide to, like if the Empress is you deciding that you love your partner and that money is just the icing on the cake, but you really love this person and you want to make it work, the Seven of Pentacles is about investing energy in that thing. So maybe you go to counseling. Maybe you, if one of you is a workaholic and has been working too much and then the relationship has felt fractured, that you decide you're going to have a date night and that you're consistent about that. And then you see if it changes the energy. So anyway, that's what I have for you, Sag. I hope that this resonated with you. If you would like a private reading, I have package deals right now, which are double astrological readings, an hour of natal chart analysis, an hour of transits for the next 12 months, whenever those 12 months are when you order, for a special price. That's called my deep dive reading. And if you like the tarot too, you throw in a full length tarot reading, and that's called the whole enchilada. And I have individual readings, career and love. You can find out more information at the link below. Thank you for watching. Bye.